gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Here we go! Not hut hut! On the double! Let's go! Here we go! Here we go! Let's go!
Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. Game
the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Drake pushing.
Many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll set up a throw. They're never good on a pass complete. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wasor. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Come on, set. 10-2 on. Stop defense. Hey, man up. Deep, man. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Buying time to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He's coming, double up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking to get it to Parker again. That'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
On EA.
Ready, ready. 60, orange.
On first down, it's Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And Stills over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rush in. Rush in. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turn.
Set. And Lobo. Check 26.
On first down, it's Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
These two teams all tied after 1. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown. Down ground.
Got it. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Come to my world.
On play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
False start, offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never put... And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away. He'll try and start this drive in the air. On the left side, this is Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coach...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Come on, set. 50, play. 48 for Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fall. Brings up 4th down.
Red, 8, read. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Squeeze, get in there.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. From 17 yards. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. I think he got that with one hand. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. He's back to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Partner, a great game that we got.